A lot of people think that photography is just an easy thing to do, but what they don't know is that it takes a lot to be a professional photographer. He is one of the most sought after photographers in Kibera. He has worked with the office of the Member of Parliament, Sauti ya Mtaa, Ghetto Mirror, among other institutions. Meet Peter Ombedha. He tells us about his photography journey and where it all started.
My photography journey started in, I think in 2012, when I had this inspiration of taking photos. Actually, in my home, in our, my stepdad, I think I was given his name, the Peter Ombedha. He was a photographer.
Was it a passion, a talent, or did he had to get some training in this?
It was never like making money. It was just for capturing the moments and maybe making history and everything for family. And then all of a sudden it became a passion. Then I started making money. In 2014, I did work with the CNN. I think that's the biggest. I did
CNN?
Work, yeah, CNN, and they published my photos. So what they did, they just called me. It was during my dress, my choice. So through Boniface Mwangi, they called Boniface Mwangi and they asked Boniface Mwangi, we need some photos. And being that I was there, and Boris said, okay, take photos.
Photography has led him into brushing shoulders with the who is who in the political arena.
So tell me about the Babas one. That
So the Babas one was good. I learned a lot, but I was not the main photographer. We worked with the Evans Dims of Dims Media, also Sandra. So me and Sandra, we were like a backup. I work for the MP, the Member of Parliament, Imran. So he's understanding. And he's one of those people who ever wanted me or want me to work as an independent. So he never like, no, you cannot do this, you cannot do this. No, I am free. Because one thing he knows and he believes that today I might work with him, tomorrow I might not work with him. But even after his term can end, his term can end, he wants to see me again growing, doing some other things. You see, he's not that person, kind of a person who will like say, yeah, no, just work for me, you don't have to do this, yeah. So he lets us free. He wants us to do some other jobs that can bring the income and maybe do exposure and everything. So for him, he's okay with it.
He now runs a studio from which he drives a lot of inspiration and tells us more of what it takes to be a photographer.
I think I've really changed a lot of things. First, I have my own studio. Second, I have my own camera. When I started, my dad bought me this a small camera, the cyber shot. So I used to work with it, but mostly it started for the Gazette. So I used to go to Mombasa Road Standard Group. So that's where all my photos are being published. So then my editor told me, he called Jacob Otieno. He told me, you can be a good photographer. So from there I started receiving like, oh, okay, you can come and take this photo, our event, cover our event, how much is it to do a wedding. But I never had a good camera. So most of the time I could hire or borrow. See. So until I met Boniface Mwangi, and now in 2013. So Boniface Mwangi, I went to Part 54. We talked. I told him about my passion in photography. He took me a tour of his studio. I said, okay, this is what I want to do now. By the age of 25, I want to have my own studio. 25. He laughed at me and he said, okay, I know you will, but please try harder. So we worked with him. He gave me a job. We worked with him, though it really helped me with that. So I used to go to the studio, Power Studio, just see how they are doing photo shoots, and maybe like the framing, how they do their packages, how they do the light setup and everything. So again in 2014, I received my first camera, digital camera, DSLR, from the late Member of Parliament, Ken Okoth. So there now things became now reality. One of the best and the saddest moments, seeing a person who like you ever wanted, you just want to be like that person, the person who have been with you through a lot, hold your hand, walk together. When you have something, I was free to tell him, okay, like I have something, like for example, I can say, I have my own problems. Everyone has their own problems. But this was a person whereby, despite him being your boss, I was that free to tell him, okay, to share a lot of things. So, yeah. Some of these things I bought in 2015. Some of them I bought in 2017, 2018, until now, 2020. But the journey is still, like I can tell you for free, these are just some. But now I'm looking forward to having a bigger studio, well equipped, whereby anyone can come do photo shoot. I can have 3 sets at a time. Maybe like you can say, we can have with a hall. We are training people in photography. People are learning. As maybe like if you now, if you have a debate, you can come there. It's well equipped. All cameras. The only thing you come with is just your knowledge on how to ask questions and everything.
Ombedha the photographer has just shown us what it takes like to be where he is right now. For Kibera News Network, I'm Evelyn Awar in Kibera.